Howdy howdy folks, you're watching Clapped Car Revival, and on this round we're going to be going through this Kawasaki Vulcan 800. We're going to pull off the wheels so I can take it to work and put some new tires on it. I'm going to replace the rotor, replace the brake pads on the front, and replace the brake shoes on the back. I've got a new carburetor for it. It's the one that was on it was beyond saving, and I think that's pretty much the whole show, so let's just go ahead and dig into it. So first thing that we're going to need to do, let's get this brake off. So we're going to drop the front wheel first. I'm also going to take off this broken fairing here. Plastic piece, whatever it's called. I'm having difficulty finding another one for a good price. And I think it'll just look better without it. That might be why it's so hard to push around the yard. My word. So we got this little fella right here. This needs to loosen up to let our pins come out. I don't want to flip the bike. Wonderful. I played with it moving back and forth a little bit, and it moves way easier this way than this way, so we're going to just try to push it all the way out this way. See how that is. Yeah, that's going. I'm glad we didn't use the puller. I almost ripped it through the wrong side. While we're up here, we're just going to go ahead and take off, oh boy, I'm going to take off these plastics here. Like I said, I don't feel like spending the money on them to replace them. Can't find a good set pretty cheap. I think it would look better without it anyway. Maybe I just say that because I'm cheap. We're going to go ahead and pull this rotor off. I'm not going to replace it today because something tells me it's got to come off to replace the tire. But this bad boy's pretty rusted on the other side, so it's got to go. So that's a big part of why I decided to go ahead and pull this, even with the low mileage it's got. You know, this doesn't look horrible, but that's ate up far beyond the surface, so just gonna go ahead and replace that. Alright, before we take off the back wheel, we've got to take off the exhaust here. Played with a little earlier, it's not terribly tight. There you go. Alright, so first thing we're going to do right here is pull off this back brake, the little bracket holding on to the wheel. We're going to move on to the other side. We can drop this tire out, this wheel. Alright, so this isn't coming off. One of these is stripped. And it's not going to come out without a whole extraction thing. And we're just going to work around it. At least do our best to. Oh wow. Wow. Come on, I see the light. There you are. Beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and hook up our new carburetor. Alrighty folks, we're back at it this morning. I got my tires mounted. Got a brand new set of Shinkos on it. We're going to go ahead and mount the rotor. And then we're gonna start from the front just because that's a lot less parts. It'll be easier. So we're going to slap this thing back together, put the tank and everything back on today. That way we can park it and sell it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like to learn to ride on this bike, but we're gonna save that for the next one, because I know me all too well. If I learn to ride on this bike, it's gonna be sentimental to me and I won't sell it. So we'll save that for the next time around. There we go. Oh, this is easier coming off than going on. Alrighty guys, moment of truth. Just got this thing hooked up to my car. I'm not going to buy a battery to let it sit all winter, but I'm going to see if this thing is going to start and hold. Now, got to set the choke. That could help. Alrighty guys, that is it for this one. We made some decent progress. We replaced some brakes, replaced some tires, replaced the carburetor, make it run on its own without leaking fuel everywhere like it was. So it's a lot better. Still some stuff to do. I felt some sticking in the throttle cable. It felt like when I was cranking it. When I let it go, it doesn't feel like it resets to zero, so to speak. I have to like pull it up to get it back to normal, but you know, that's little stuff I can pick through. But it runs, it breathes, it does its thing. So that's the main thing. We'll plug away at it a little bit more slowly, but this thing's going to be up for sale soon, so we can move on to something else. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys next time.